Okay, this video is about the supposed comeback of Ricky the Hitman Hatton. First thoughts, well, I found out about this Ricky Hatton comeback, first of all, from Twitter last week, Monday. I supposedly it was through David Price, the big heavyweight hope. And then from that, I've had tweets before. I had a tweet from I found out about Redknapp getting leaving Tottenham before he got out in the media. It got through Twitter, and also found out about Tim Westwood, the DJ, one extra DJ, getting his some sort of contract terminated by one extra, the Radio 1, for him tweeting on the spot. So and that before that got into like media. Big media, newspapers and stuff, so that was interesting. So this thing about Ricky Hatton, I looked into it, found out Ricky's lost considerable amount of weight, so maybe it's something he's been considering for a while. I'd like to think he's done it clean and the right way, not how we've rumoured that Enzo Macronelli's been losing weight via these PEDs. I don't know, I can't make a comment on whether Enzo's done it the right way or the wrong way. Obviously he's been banned, so he's obviously done it the wrong way. I don't know. But I'll have to do a separate video on that. So Ricky has lost the weight and he's got himself into some sort of condition. Seems to have done that quite quietly. How he got down to all that weight without anybody mentioning him losing weight and getting into shape would be interesting. People would think, well, he's just on the bags, but somebody would have mentioned it beforehand. But anyway, it's good to see Ricky's down to the weight. But see, the first thing I thought was Ricky Hatton, Amir Khan, and that was before Amir got knocked out. Like I've said, I've always thought Amir Khan getting knocked out was Amir, you know, it was an accident waiting to happen. If you look back at my videos and if you look at my blog page as well, since January 2012, I was saying that Amir was a accident waiting to happen. But this is about Ricky. So I thought Ricky, Amir, that'd be a great fight. Even more so, that'd be a good fight. I'll come back for a fight for Amir. Against a pressure fighter, but then I talk about a pressure fighter and then I think about the Pacquiao fight of Hatton, and that's the memory I've got of Ricky Hatton. I don't have the memory of Ricky Hatton fighting Costa Zoo. I don't have the great lights that of your Blue Moon Hatton fighting in the stadium. No, the memories I've got of Ricky Hatton are the way he got checked to left hook and knocked out by Mayweather. The way he looked very bad in that comeback fight and got rocked by the guy. I can't remember who the guy was, a Mexican guy. He looked really bad in that comeback fight. Yes, he fought Malignaggi. Malignaggi couldn't punch. And he fought Pacquiao, and we all know what happened there. He got shockingly knocked out by Pacquiao. In fact, since that knockout defeat by Pacquiao, I don't think Pacquiao's knocked anyone out like that since. So either Hatton was very, very, very bad that night, and he did say himself, or Pacquiao was very, very good that night. Since then, I know he's stopped Cotto and rest, but he hasn't looked as good as Pacquiao. But again, so where's that leave our friend Ricky? It'd be great to have him back. I mean, obviously he's a personality. He's exciting fight. You can't say Ricky Hatton's fights are boring, but he's always fought unfortunately with his face. That's his style, marauding style, gets in close, lets those wicked body shots off in. But you've got to ask the question, what has Ricky Hatton got left? He's been involved in some wars, but the most important thing for me when it comes to Ricky Hatton is the weight he's had to take off, you know, between fights. However, Ricky has rested for a while. And now he's rumoured to want to fight Malignaggi. Now, Malignaggi has been, you know, he's not a guy that gets into too many wars. He's pretty fresh as a fighter. He'll be confident coming into this fight. Ricky will have to get himself back into shape, and it's not about getting himself just into fighting shape. I'd like to see Ricky get some warm-up fights before he even considered fighting at world level again. I mean, he went out at world level, being knocked out clean at world level. I don't know if going into a fight against Pauline Malignaggi And you know, if he got destroyed by Paulie Malignaggi, we don't know what sort of shape Hatton's in. We don't know what sort of Ricky Hatton's going to come back. So I'd like to see Ricky take a few warm-up fights. For me, if I was Ricky, I'd get a warm-up fight, and I would go for somebody. Once I've had a warm-up fight and get it out of the way, get a couple of ring rust out of the way, because the fans are going to want him back to fight, right? Those fans who do want him to still fight. I would get him to fight Junior Witter. Now that would be a fight I'd like to see. Ricky Hatton versus Junior Witter. Why? Well, because there was so much bad blood back then. Witters is faded, but then people would say Hatton's still faded. So I'd like to see Witter and Hatton. I definitely would like to see Hatton versus Khan. And then maybe after those two fights, I'd like to see then Hatton fight, you know, maybe a Malignaggi. Would be interesting. Malignaggi's still about. But I wouldn't advise Hatton to go and fight Malignaggi straight off like that. If he did, and he ignored my advice, who the hell am I? Just a boxing fan. But if he were to go back and fight Malignaggi, and he went off well, he fought well, fine, fair enough. But then that puts you in a position where you'd have to defend the title against guys, and you know, with only one fight in how long, I'm not so sure if that's great for Ricky. Again, it's good to have him back. He's had some great fights, had some good wins. I think he found his level. Obviously, when he fought Mayweather and he fought Pacquiao, so there's a certain level for Ricky. And there's some of the guys in the world, if he's in good shape and he's fit and he's well, he can beat. But I just want to know, that fight when he got knocked up by Pacquiao, was that he mentioned things in his training that he thought he left it all in the gym. Is that true? Did he all leave it in the gym? Was that the best Ricky Hatton that you know, in that fight? If so, chances are that I'm not sure how much more Hatton's got left. You know, Hatton's lifestyle outside the ring has been well publicised, so it's no secret he blows up between fights. If he comes back, is he going to come back as a light welterweight? Will he fight as a welterweight? He struggled as a welterweight then. I can't see him doing any better now as a welterweight. I'm not saying he couldn't beat guys, but I don't know. Still, it'd be good to see Hatton back. But for me, I mean, as a fan, it'd be great to see Hatton fighting against all these guys. For me, if he's going to come back, I'd like to see him have a couple of fights. But I don't want to see what happened to him against Pacquiao happen again. I really don't. I really don't. I think after he got beat by Mayweather and he won the title against Malignaggi, I think maybe then he should have called it quits and got out on a high. I'm sure Ricky wants to go out on a high. So, Ricky, if you're watching the video, all the best, mate. I mean, you're your own man and you'll make your own decisions. But please, please, please have a warm-up fight. Please. And, all the best, mate. It'd be great to see you against Witter. It'd be great to see you against Khan. Two great British fights to have. So, that's me.